Basketball time.
Gotta stay fit for my queen.
Oh my gosh. Guys, look at this beauty. Aren't these extraordinary? Not just a whole lot to see down here these days. Look at this loveliness though. Blue butterfly peas. They did this last year too. They waited until it was into the fall to really get very pretty. We do have some fall okra coming up. This was planted late. Of course, this will die at the frost, but we'll probably harvest a pretty good bit from these before then. And this massive guy is a roselle. I'm keeping a close eye on this. It's beautiful. Oh, goose. My fall cucumbers got powdery mildew pretty bad. They still taste pretty good though. I just chomped into that one. And the roses are getting a second wind, which is lovely. Hey geese, what are you doing over here? Not much to look at in the garden. I'm gonna fill in a lot of spaces with root vegetable seeds. And I'm gonna plant some lettuces and transplant in some brassicas, which may or may not survive depending on how quickly it gets cold. Look at these geese, Ezzy. They want, here, why don't you chase them down? Chase them this way, and I'm gonna hold the gate open so they can go into their yard. Yay, good job. Go chase her. I wanna chase them back in without letting all the others in here. Well done. Okay, get the geese.
The geese are gonna be easier.
The geese are gonna be easier? Fearless young one. Come on, geese. Come on. Oh goodness, just ran over his friend. I wouldn't want to be your buddy in case of an emergency. Go ahead, go ahead.
Ah, got it. Before I get this geese.
The goose is too goosey. Go down that sideway. She'll run in here.
Okay. And you go.
Good job, Ezra.
Man, geese are really soft. I held on to a geese.
You held on to it? I know, they're big birds, huh?
See that one?
Yeah.
That's the one I held.
We were warned so many times upon talking about getting geese that they would become mean and become a problem, and that really hasn't been the case at all. We got our geese through Murray McMurray Hatchery. The breed is called Buff, and we read through all the descriptions in the catalog before we picked a breed, because that can really play into how aggressive they are. And of all the breeds, Buffs were listed as the most docile, so that's why we chose them. And so far so good. I mean, they're like 7 months old, and they'll gripe at you a little bit. Sometimes they like lower their head and kind of tell you off. But I've heard that what you really have to worry about is when they have a nest, and that at that point the ganders get a little protective, which I understand that. So hopefully it's not much of an issue. So far it's been okay.
I've never seen a rooster that looks like that.
He's a pretty rooster, huh?
The rooster looks like the roosters from the show.
Like, yeah, he does. He looks like Foghorn Leghorn, doesn't he? That's what I've been calling him, is Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, what's his name?
That's what I've been calling him, Foghorn Leghorn. We get to name him, so I think that's a good name.
I never heard of a chicken named Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, it's from the cartoons. What you got there, Maya?
Eggs are dirty. I think there's a new layer
Oh.
because it was all busted up.
Oh.
Usually that's
we might need to get some oyster shell out here for them.
yeah, they have it. Yolk covered.
Oh,
they're not that bad.
Let me
That
see.
stinks when that happens.
We'll just wash them and put them in the
I do
fridge.
think there are some new layers.
Yeah, well, we're getting way more eggs now, so.
Yeah. If you ever have any issues with your chickens, like having weak shells, like if you're going to crack them and you accidentally shove a finger through one, or they break super easy, they're paper thin, or if you're getting a lot of abnormalities, a lot of ripples in the shell, sometimes that's just a calcium deficiency. You can dry up your eggshells, you can save them and dry them up in the oven or whatever and crumble them and feed that back to the chicken. Or you can buy like oyster shell to feed them, which gives them calcium. It's best if you're gonna feed the shells back to them that you do give them back to them in an unrecognizable form. That's why you wanna grind them up. Because if you give them back whole shells, they might eat them, but you're teaching them to eat eggshells, which is not something you want them to do. I really like this hen right here.
White one?
Oh yeah, that big voluptuous lady.
He's Rodette.
Rodette?
My sister's the Woke Runner. Remember Woke Runner?
Yeah.
That's Rodette, the sister. I named her
the big white one?
Yeah. Not the one that has fur heading down to its feet.
Yeah, feathered feet. That's right.
The black
He'll never stop.
fur heading down to his waist, just like Rodette, but black.
Oh.
We usually fight over who gets to take him to the doctor's office because you're just gonna sit back and just watch. The doctor comes in, he's like, "What's this? What's this? Did you know this? How about this? So one time this happened. This is crazy. This happened too." The doctor's just like, "Oh, he's a real doctor." Like,
Anywhere that he
doesn't matter
goes.
where
Yeah. He also grew up since you named him as a chick, you know?
I know. I recognize Woke Runner from anywhere.
Oh, from anywhere. Okay, let's go up here. Let's go up here in the woods. I also think these Cayuga ducks are so pretty. And you can't really see it now because it's dusk. The sun is almost down. We're out of light. And they just look like inky black. But they actually have like this iridescent green sheen. And they lay an egg that's like really dark gray. It comes out almost black at first and then it lightens up. They haven't started laying yet. I've been anxiously checking for that. Let's go into the woods. Hey guys. So all the boys are already bedded down out here, snoozing. Oh my goodness, look at this. Hey sir. Hey sir. Look at this goof troop. Hey Ross. Oh golly, mister, you're okay. I'm sorry I startled you. As you were. Ooh, Ross Poldark is ripe. So goats, whenever they are single and ready to mingle, they pee on their face to attract the ladies. It's really gross. They smell so bad. And he is wanting some lady attention. Actually, Ross Poldark is going in the morning down the street to our neighbors. Our neighbor who we got Dr. Ennis from breeds Lamanchas, obviously, and she is borrowing Ross to meet her ladies so that they can have kids next spring. He comes from good bloodline, so he'll do well for her, and he's ready for it. So it's really easy with a camera to just let more light in by adjusting your shutter speed and stuff and your ISO. This is actually how dark it is right now outside. It's very dusky, but I can change the settings to make it look a little brighter than it actually is. And I wanted to do that to show you guys this cool thing. I showed it a little while ago, but this is our turkey run here. And this is where we're going to keep our heritage breeder turkeys. And this way they can be completely contained. You can see up here it's enclosed on the top, and they'll have this really big house. We have kept heritage breed turkeys in the past, and we've even hatched out turkey poults in the past, but we've never been successful at establishing a heritage breed flock to continually hatch out poults to raise our own. Because of the fact that we have 1,000 acres of just forest behind us, and the wild turkeys come and woo our ladies away. And so that's what the idea of this is. We won't keep a ton of birds in here. This is a really big space. It's about, counting how many dads long it is, this run is about 16 by 32 or so, and then the house is about 16 by 10, I believe. So it's our 16 by 12. So it's a pretty good sized run, and we'll probably keep about 10 birds in here. Now, the thing that I'm hoping to do now, even though it's really rocky ground, is I'm going to order some seed and sow this with something just to get something growing on the ground. And I was looking at some different things that we could do since we are going to be keeping them in an enclosed space, to maybe build some sort of frame that has fencing on top that I can grow in the spring different grasses or something, basically, and keep them from scratching them all up, where they can walk on top of them and eat through the fencing to eat the grass but not completely kill it, so that I can keep green growing in here. I don't know, it's just an idea that I'm playing around with, and I'll figure it out like in the spring.
Wait, what's this spot gonna be used for?
Turkeys.
Yeah, well then we could make 2 vines on the top or more that are strong enough to carry a bunch of turkeys, and then tie the vines to a board of wood, and the turkeys could sit on it.
Oh, that's a fun idea. So make it like a turkey jungle?
Yeah.
Oh, you're so creative. My kids always have so many lovely ideas. Sweet Maya was actually cooking dinner tonight, and it should be done. It's getting dark so much earlier now. I've just got to adjust, and here the time change is going to come and just completely mess me up as far as schedule goes. Yeah.
We can make space for turkeys to like lay eggs and stuff. Like
yeah, we're gonna do that. That house is gonna be a place for them to lay eggs. Oh, y'all left your baseball out here. Good night, girls. They're still making their way in. It's the most peaceful time of the day. I feel like the night song is getting quieter. This morning it was like 60 degrees when I woke up. Went outside and it just had this cool, crisp, fall-ish thing going on, and just feel that change. It is upon us. Oh, look here. Nana planted some flowers in this little planter up at the front. Isn't that pretty? How's dinner coming?
Well, I think this might be the best sweet potatoes we've ever had.
Am I tasting it? Wow, I agree. You want to show everybody the roast?
That makes me nervous.
Yeah, that looks lovely. So Maya actually makes this roast recipe, and we've done a video about it before, and I'll link the blog post where the original recipe came from down below so you guys can check it out. But it's a bunch of onions, and it's just really good. It's really, really good. It's French onion roast, and then we eat that on like sweet potatoes, and then we'll make some broccoli or something to go with it. So very tasty. Those sweet potatoes that we grew, those Beauregard sweet potatoes, are fantastic. It's my first year to really grow many sweet potatoes, and so to have them like from our farm, it's just a total game changer. They're very delicious. The texture's really good. We're loving them. And on that note, I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, taking a quick glimpse at the remainder of the garden and what's happening on the farm. I bless you guys. Until next time.